Hi, today I'm going to be replacing the front brake pads and rotors on my 2014 Kia Soul. It's got about 70,000 miles on it and it's a little past due. They're not quite down to the metal, but they're pretty close. Anyway, let's get started. Thanks. Okay, the caliper bolt for where the pads go, there's two pieces. There's the caliper with two bolts, and then there's a bracket with two bolts that hold the rotor on. So let's see if I can get you a good picture. This is the caliper bolt. If you're just changing the pads, all you have to do is remove that one and the one that's down here. That takes the caliper off. You replace the pads, put it back on. I'm going to go ahead and do the rotors because there's quite a lip right here. And these are the bolts. There's one here and down at the bottom. That will take this bracket off. Then I can remove the rotor, put the new one on, put everything back. So let me get going on that and be right back. Thanks. Okay. Okay, now to get the caliper off, you can take a standard screwdriver or some type of pry bar, and you'll see the shim on the pad. You just kind of get in between and then wiggle it back and forth. Sometimes it might come out, but I'm thinking because mine has such a lip on it where the pads have worn down that it might be a little hard to, well, I guess not. There we go. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth. And there you go. There's your caliper. That's your caliper piston. As you can see, it's extended quite a ways out. Oh, and also, I should mention, while you're here, where the caliper bolts go, the slides, make sure those move back freely. If they're stock, you may have to either replace them or take them out and clean them. And there's some anti-seize lubricant you can buy. Okay, so the bracket, the caliper bracket bolt is 11/16. Well, I got a little break here. I bought all my parts off Rock Auto online for all four rotors and both sets of pads. It was 140 bucks shipped and everything. That was pretty cheap. The dealership wanted like $800. Alright, so there's the caliper bracket, and you can see how the pads, how they sit. These are shims. These are very important. That helps take up some slack and keep them from vibrating. As well as on the back side, your brake pads will have these. Those are shims as well. They help keep the vibration down. But boy, yeah, the pads are gone pretty much. Alright, I'm going to take this out and get the new ones back in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got a wire brush. Going to try and clean up a little bit of that. Okay, that looks much better. Let's see if it made that difference. There. So that did make the difference. And then match up the other side. That's the inside pad. And you see that one had probably twice as much more left than the other side, the outside. That one went in a lot easier. So I should have showed the distance between these two before, but you can imagine they were pushed in quite a bit because of the lack of pad. But all right, so now we'll put this down and we'll go replace the rotor. Okay, I have to apologize. I thought my camera was on. Anyway, so to get the screws out, I just took a number 3 Phillips screwdriver in my vice grips, put it here, and they came out really easy. It didn't take much effort after that. Okay, here's the brake clean. Doesn't take a whole lot. Basically, you just want it, they put a film on it to keep them from rusting while they sit. I wouldn't super crank these, but get them nice and snug. Do each one just a tad bit more, make sure they don't still move. Okay, so that's that. So now we need to push the caliper back. I always take one of the old pads, put it like so. Then you can take the new C-clamp, find the best fit. Shouldn't take a whole lot. Sometimes, you know, if you get pressure, people will take the cylinder cap. Well, and I do this until the piston is flush with the caliper. Okay, now the caliper. And there we go. That's one side done. Okay, thanks for watching. Got the one side done. I'm just going to throw the wheel back on. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's the brake clean.